Okay, this is what it's going to look like, the ignition, and the Hall effect will be mounted right in that. That's going to be like a ball nose end mill, and just take a little cut, and then I'll make a clamping plate to clamp it so that the wire will come out. The wire will come out at the bottom there. It'll come out of here. This will be the wire, and that's what it's. I'm going to make it out of aluminum, and the adjustment knob will go in here, and that will pinch it onto that bushing that we made. And that's the cutter path. That it'll come in here and do that, and it'll start over here and mill that away, then mill that away. I just was playing with the printer, and then I printed out my program so that I got all the moves in it, so I can follow along and avoid surprises. So I should check my feed rates. I thought I did, but I'm going to double check them. You know I'm going to double check them before I run anything now. I got them pretty slow. I could go back and increase them. I'm milling in aluminum. I'm not milling in tool steel. I got it set almost. Yeah, I definitely got to go and change my feed rates and kick them up a little bit. So, but anyway, I got to round up material first, and a plate to mount. Okay, I had to change batteries. So what I was starting to say is I got to round up material, and then I'll put them on a plate, mount it to a plate. What I think I'll do is I'll just put a clamp right here and here, and clamp it to a plate. Are you kidding me? I thought I just charged that battery. Apparently, the battery that I just stuck in was not. But what I was saying, I was going to put a clamp here and build a pocket and a profile, and then I'll do this open setup on the holes, and then the hole here, and then a slitting saw through there, ball nose end mill there. So the material size is oh yeah, look at here. I programmed it for tool steel. I kind of thought that looked like tool steel numbers. Okay, inch 3/8 by about an inch. So I'll round up some material, aluminum, and I was debating on whether to make it out of plastic. The only thing is, I'm afraid that I wouldn't be able to pinch it hard enough to keep it in right position, because I do have a lot of plastic, they call them masking plugs, and I've got a bunch of these, and they're a 1/4 inch. So I mean, I could try it, cut one out and see. Maybe I'll do that. I'll cut one of these out and out of this plastic first and see. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's plenty big enough. Well, I know it's going to be. It's not only going to be about like that. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to cut one out of plastic first, out of this hard plastic. It's I think it's UHMW, but I wouldn't be sure. But I have a whole bag of those that they were getting thrown out, and I grabbed them Um, there's another one. Oh, that's the same size. I thought it was smaller. Anyway, I'm going to get it set up, and I'll come back when I get it set up and going. What I'm going to do is I'll mill this down to the size that I need, the square and rectangle, and we'll go from there. And plus, I'll have to go through and kick my feed rates up, especially in the plastic. So I'll be back. Okay, I have a couple pieces of plastic squared up here and like them, and I have what I have here is just an old piece of mix 6, and I'm going to make that into a little holding fixture for these, and I plan on mounting them up off the edge like that. The reason I want to mount them up off the edge like that is it'll give me room for a clamp here. So I want to be up gripping it off. It doesn't really need a backing underneath, and for this plastic, so I want to put a couple 1/8" dowels in, and an 1/8" dowel over here, and then I want to I want to move it over here because there'll be a clamp over here also. There'll be a clamp here and here holding it. So I should get a scribe here and make some scratch marks. So we'll just go up here like that, and we'll go up as far as we can safely and still hold the part somewhere around in there. Actually, I could come down a little bit further. Stay on there as far as I can, I guess. So back here. Now, I don't have this to length, and it's only going to be 1" 375. So from this corner over, I want to make sure I stay within that. So I'll get my calipers or a scale. Get the scale here, and we'll measure over 1" 375, because that's going to be the end of the part. That is the end of the part. So I need to put a dowel right there, and right there. Put a clamp right here and here. So, I've been using this little scraps of mix 6 like this for little fixtures for quite a while. I've got, and I save all those fixtures. Every time I make a little fixture or jig like this, I save it. And I've got all my fixtures for my little demons that I built. So if I really wanted to make another one, I don't have to build the fixtures. I have them all. And I have all the programs. So I just have to run through the programs and run the material and run through the programs. And but it's a little more than that. I mean, you have to square up your material, get the sizes you need, and there are manual operations all over the place that I did. But for the most part, the biggest part of it, though, I do have fixtures and programs for. I don't do away with them. I keep them. I hang on to them. They won't do any. I don't think they'll ever do anybody else any good, but I've got them. I've got them in case a nephew or gets into it. Well, my nephew he's into welding, so he's a welder. Not in the machine shop stuff. So, okay, so let's get over to about there. With this big chuck on there, it casts such a shadow. And I don't know, if I brought this out and angled them in, then I'd be having them way out here. My lights, I'm talking about my lights anyway. So, but it does make it so that I can see, so. Let me look at my sheet again here. So, we're going up well over halfway, so I can go up a ways. I just want to make sure I don't go up too far and my end will crash into it, so I'm going to go right there. That's going to be the end of it. So I'll zero my X out right there. And we're going to make them an 1/8 inch for an 1/8 inch dowel. Alright. Alright. I don't think it would have hit it, but it would have been close. And I do want to go all the way through in case I want to use this block or something else. I don't want that pin in the way. I want to be able to have the ability to knock it out. One thing about mixed six, it's really gummy. It'll stick to your tool real quick. It's cast aluminum. It's mixed six tooling plate. Alright. Need a 124.5 reamer. And these little ones, I have a hard time reading them anymore. I have to get over here in the light and then plus the lathering gets kind of wore off of them. 125. If nothing else, that's what I'll go through with. 126. Well, can't find the 124.5, so we're going to go through the 126. Which is, already 125 I mean, which is fine. I'll just put a little dab of Loctite on the pins and Loctite them in. I don't know if I want to close that fast. Okay, I don't know about the battery packs here. Either I didn't get them charged up and because I turned around and it was, I don't know when it stopped, but anyway, I drilled and reamed a hole on the end. Now I'm going to come over and put 2 holes down here for the y-axis. So, and I got scratch marks on there, so I can kind of see where I want to put them. Right about there. And right there. And I'm going to zero that. And I was just saying that I normally don't run my reamer as fast as, but I ran it anyway. More likely I'll Loctite them in place anyway, because it's 125 reamer. Alright, so now we don't want to go over, we do not want to go over more than 1 inch 375, because that's the length of the part. So I'm just going to hold the scale down there. I'm going to put the center drill in and bring it down. This is called flying by your seat of your pants. I do a lot of that. Alright, so I'm going to go about 1 inch 200 or somewhere around in that vicinity. That's close enough. Probably run this tomorrow, not tonight. We'll get it all set up for tomorrow. And reamer. Okay. Put that stuff away. Oh, we need the center drill yet. Just don't need to drill in the reamer. Because we got to put the clamp holes in yet. So, now what I want to do is I'm going to put the 3 pins in there. Hopefully they'll stay in place long enough for me to figure out where to put the clamps. So. Oh yeah. It's actually a pretty nice slip fit. If I was going for a slip fit. Alright, So I'm gonna set this in here and then figure out where I want to clamp. I want to clamp. See, it's got to stay back a little ways, so right about there. That's looking good right there. And then this one will be right there. Yep, right there. So I'm just gonna eyeball it with the center drill in there. Actually, I'm gonna get a bigger center drill. Get a little bit bigger center drill because we are gonna go with, I think these are number 10s. They go on with a number 10 screw. And we're gonna move out to about there. Right there. Now that's that one. Take this out of the way. Okay, number 25. Okay. Yeah, 25. Where it's weird how some of those sizes just pop right in your head right away, and then some you gotta stop and think about it, even though you've used it a million times. Keep looking back at the camera. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to buy some different batteries from a different outfit, because these are just not cutting it, the ones that I bought. No wonder they were dirt cheap. Yeah, sometimes that's what happens. You get what you pay for. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pay a little more, but you get a much better product. But I tried it. I figured I'd try it. For the price, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like I lost $1 million. Right there. When we go over to set it up, what I'll do is I'll clamp a piece of steel in here, and then I'll pick up the corner of that. Actually, I'll pick up the corner of that and then move up, because my zero I have up here on this corner on that side. So I'll figure it out. I'll hand tap these. Okie dokie, we got us a hole jig. So, you know, all the holding jigs I've made in my lifetime, lots of them for where I work. Old little parts, especially in tool and die. Figure out, basically do what I'm doing now. Figure out how you're going to do it. You're going to make the part. Nobody there to tell you how. You figure it out yourself. Seems like nowadays though, that ain't how it works. Yeah, they have to have somebody tell them, and they don't understand how they can be in that area. And all right, so I'm gonna sit down and tap those, and then we'll get over on the NC and put it in the vise and kind of set up and get ready to go. I'll be back.